Hello everyone, my name is Sohail Latasham. I am Assistant Professor in Management Studies. Welcome to my 22nd lecture on the subject Management Process and Organizational Behavior. In today's lecture, we will be discussing on the topic Management by Objective. In this, we will discuss the meaning, features, process, and a diagram. Let's start with the topic in detail. Management by Objective. There are four more names given to management by objective. They are first MBR, that is management by result. Second PBO, that is planning by objectives. Third WPR, that is work of planning review. And fourth GM, that is goals management. So, these are the four names which are also given to management by objective or MBO. The concept of management by objective was invented and was first popularized by Peter Drucker. Peter Drucker was an American management consultant. In the year 1954, through his well published book, namely The Practice of Management, Peter Drucker introduced and invented the concept of management by objective. Management by objective or MBO defines departmental, subdepartmental, and individual goals of the people who are working in an organization. So, the concept of management by objective determines and defines the departmental goals of the organization, the sub-departmental goals of the organization, as well as the individual goals of the employees who are working for the organization. Here you can see a diagram which shows the top level manager is trying to bridge the gap between the two deadlines, right? It is the starting point of the business where the business actually is, and this is said to be the end point of the business or the goals of the business, goals or objective of the business, and the manager is trying to fulfilling the gap between these two, right? So by proper coordination and by the help of the employees, the manpower in the organization, the manager is trying to fulfilling the gap. Here, with the help of the management of objective, this concept of management of objective is related to coordinating with the employees, with the manpower in the organization, so that the manpower can participate in making plans and participate in decision making of the organization, and can make advices to the management and can give the innovative ideas to the management, so that the management can the management can perform the activities in the right way, and management can think of the various ways, the various alternatives of performing the activities, and the organization can achieve the organizational goals, and the organizational goals and the organizational objective can be the right and the very effective. There must be very effective organizational objective and goals that has to be determined by the organization with the help of the employees and with the participation of the employees in decision making, in making plans of the organization, right? So it will also boost the efficiency level of the employees, because their advices, their participation has been considered by the management for decision making, for making of plans in the organization, for making of the departmental goals, and for making of the overall the large objective of the organization, right? So consideration of the employees viewpoint in planning process, right? The meaning of management by objectives. MBO or management by objective is an approach to management planning and execution, management planning and execution, in which specific targets for a certain period of time are established. for each manager and employees, on the basis of which results achieved are to be reviewed. So, according to the concept of management by objective, it is the collectively or jointly set the organizational goals with the help of the employer and employees. The efficiency of the employer and employees, the coordination between the management and the people who are working in the organization. Right. So basically management by objective is concerned with planning. Planning of the departmental, sub-departmental and individual goals of the organization, planning of the organizational objectives and planning of the organizational goals, the departmental goals of the organization. Right. So, management by objective is related to management planning, evaluation of the plan, and making specific targets, the departmental target for achievement of the particular work in the organization, and making it time bound, right? And each manager and employee, it is a collective effort between the manager and the employee, and both has to work on, has to coordinate for fulfillment of the targets and for making plans for the success of the organization, and all these plans has to be reviewed. This plan has to be reviewed by the specialized manager in the day-to-day activities, that all work has been performing in the same way as decided, right? So this is all about the meaning of management by objective, which is related to considering the viewpoint of the employees, the manpower who is working for the organization, and making their advices, suggestion, ideas, and participation of the employees in decision making, in making plans, in making the objectives, and in making the departmental goals of the organization, right? So this is all about the details of management by objective. Let's continue. At the end of the period, the actual results are measured and evaluated against the original goals and targets, and steps are taken to improve performance. Right? So after making plan, after considering the viewpoint of the employees, and after implementation of these plans in the organization, it is the responsibility of the manager to look after the day-to-day activities which are performed by the employees in the organization, right? And every specialized manager is responsible and accountable for their particular department, right? So here the manager has to evaluate the performance with the actual performance, right? What will be the, what was the desired performance, what was planned, and what functioning are going on in the organization, that has to be evaluated. And with the help of the specialized skill, the efficiency of the employees, and efficiency of the manager, it is the ability of the manager to examine, to evaluate the performance of the employees, and to improve the performance whenever it is needed, right? Have to monitor the performance and have to make changes, have to make improvement in the performance of the employees as per utilizing his personal skills, and as per the skills which are available, and as per the internal environment, as per the external environment, right? By looking after all the factors which are relating the particular situation, the manager has to tactfully deal the situation, has to evaluate the all the atmosphere, and has to try to improve the performance of the employees at workplace, right? MBO, or management by objective, is comprehensive management technique which is closely associated with the concept of decentralization, as decentralization cannot work without the support of MBO. Right. So here MBO is related to coordination, and it is a comprehensive approach with the management and the employees of the organization. And decentralization is related to dispersal of authorities and dispersal of authority, responsibility, and accountability at bottom level. Right. So here management by objective and decentralization is associated very closely, and both have to manage in an effective manner, and the manager has to make a balance and has to try to accomplish the organizational goals and objectives in the right way by proper planning and by proper coordination between these two, right? So departmentalization and decentralization plays a major role in management by objective. Coming toward the features of management by objective. The first feature is MBO focused attention on what must be achieved rather than how it is to be achieved or accomplished. Right. So basic focus of management by objective is what? It means related to plan, related to thinking function, that what activities, what are our major objective of the organization, what will be our departmental goals, and what will be the roles and responsibilities of the individual person, and what is the project goals, and what are the sub goals of the organization, departmental goals of the organization. All the thing has to be well determined and well defined, right? So management by objective focused attention of what in the organization, that what activities has to be performed, right? Next, it is systematic technique that allows management to attain maximum result from available resources by forecasting, focusing on objective, right? So management by objective helps the organization and the manager to focus the main objective, because in management on management by objective, with the concept of management by objective, we easily define that what are our objective towards the organization, right? What is the objective of the organization in the market, and what are the objective, the departmental goals of the organization, what are the individual goals of the people who are working for the organization. All the things are well defined, right? So if we know the objective, if we know the goals of the organization, then we can effectively make use of the available resources in the organization, right? The resources which are extracted from the environment, the external factors, and the internal available factors. The internal resources, the manpower, machinery, method, money, and material, right? So with the effective utilization of these available resources, the manager has to make the things possible, has to convert the raw material into finished product, and has to achieve the organized departmental goals as well as the organizational objective of the firm, right? The third feature specifies it leads to appraisal of performance and and suggesting measures to improve the performance, right? Management by objective leads to it is related to appraising the performance of the employees who are working efficiently, and provide suggestions and provide various measures, various techniques for improving the performance of the employees who are less effective, less efficient in the organization, right? With the help of training, with the help of the orientation program, with the help of providing various workshops to the at workplace, this efficiency level of the employees can be improved, right? So basically management by objective is related to improving the efficiency of the employees and participation of the employees in planning process, that what are our organizational objective, and what are our departmental objective, and what are the objective of the individual at workplace, and what are the do's and don'ts to the individual at workplace, right? All these things are related to management by objective, which is given by Peter Drucker towards his book The Principles of Management in the year 1954, right? So these all are the features. Let's continue. The various steps in the process of management by objective, right? The first step is setting of organizational objective or reviewing the pre-objectives. Reviewing the pre-objectives related to if already the organization has some objective, and there are the management want to change these objectives and has to make certain changes in the objective, that is reviewing the pre-objective. But if the organization want to create the objective, the organization has to create the new objective for the firm, then it is setting of the organizational objective. So management by objective is the process of setting the goals and setting the objective of the organization, right? So with the help of, with the coordination with the employees, the people in the organization, with participation and with various innovative ideas, innovative measures, considering the innovative ideas of the people, of the employees in the organization, the management has to create, has to determine the objective, right? The steps in plan process of management by objectives: first is setting of the objective of the enterprise. Second, setting of the employees departmental goals, right? After setting the organizational objective, then there is subdivision, that is department, right? We have already discussed in our previous lecture that the complete business is known as a system, and the various sub departments in the business are known as subsystem, right? And departmental goals are many, right? There are many departments: account department, HR department, marketing department, right? All the related departments in the organization all have various department, all have various departmental specialized managers, and all there are various subordinates who are working in each department, right? So after notifying the organizational objective as a whole, then the second step in the process of management is setting of the departmental goals of the organization. That what will be the departmental goals, and who is responsible and who is accountable for what activity, right? Process progress monitoring, right? So after determining the organizational objectives, and after managing the goals, and after determining the departmental goals in the organization, the third step is the monitoring, function of monitoring. Here the manager and the management have to monitor the activities, the day-to-day activities of the employees who are working for the organization, so that the management will get to know that what has been desired by the organization, what has been they have planned in an organization, and what activities are going on, right? So it is related to monitoring and supervising the activities, the day-to-day functionings of the people who are working for the organization. Fourth step is performance evaluation. Performance evaluation is basically related to comparison of the standard performance with actual performance, right? Standard performance is related to what has been decided, and actual performance is related to what performance has been output, and what performance has been given by the employees towards the organization, right? So it's a comparison, so that we make a comparison, so that we can increase the productivity, we can increase the efficiency level, and meet the actual performance with standard performance, right? So the fourth step in process of management by objective is measuring the performance and evaluating the performance in the organization, right? After evaluation of the performance, every departmental manager has to provide the feedback about their particular department, about the particular specialization, that what are the output of their effort in the organization, right? They have to provide the feedback that what has been planned and what has been done in the organization, and the manager, the supervisor is accountable, responsible, and I have to manage the thing very efficiently, so that he must meet the what has been decided. The actual performance of the organization has to be equivalent to the standard performance of the organization, and the manager has to provide the feedback to the management that what has been expected and what has been done in the organization, right? So this is the fifth step in MBO. Coming towards the last, after providing of the feedback, then he will get the direction of the management, that after getting the feedback there may be possibility that the work has been satisfactory and the management revert the appraisal and revert the that the same thing has should be repeated and happen. Or it can be possibility that the management made several changes and several fluctuation in the planning process, and again this MBO process has been implemented, that is related to participation of the employees, participation of the manager in making plans, and again this plan has been reviewed for the next period, for the next plan, so that the next plan can again repeatedly used for achievement of the objectives, the goals, and all the related factors, right? So this is all about of the process of management by objective, which is given by Peter Drucker through his book of The Practice of Management. Here you can see a diagram. It is a simple diagram which shows the common ingredients or the related factors in MBA program, management by objective, right? First related factor is goal specification. Management by objective specify the goals of the organization, the departmental goals of the organization, the project goals. Project goals are sub-departmental goals, right? Suppose there is a marketing department, and in marketing department there are sub departments as well. The sub departments is related to, so if we talk about marketing department, there are related work like the responsibilities of advertising, the sales promotion, right? So these are categorized as sub departments, right? So justifying the departmental goals and justifying the sub-departmental goals, the project goals, and also justifying the individual goals in the organization, right? Individual roles and responsibilities towards the organization, right? So this first ingredient is related to goal specification, right, between the management and the people who are working for the organization. The second ingredient is participative decision making, right? So according to management by objective, there must be participative decision making between the management and the employee, and there must be the participation, the suggestions of the employees should be considered, the innovative ideas and the advices of the employees should be considered in planning, in making of policies, in making of departmental goals and objectives of the organization, right? So it is said to be the participative decision making process. The third, the explicit time process, right? Within the time limit, we have to achieve the departmental and organizational goals, right? There are certain time limit, time bound activity that has to be performed on priority basis, right? So it is said to be the time limit activity. The fourth, performance feedback. According to the performance which are expected by the management, the employees have to meet the expectation and have to perform accordingly, so that the organizational goals and objective can be achieved in the right manner, right? So these four are the ingredients of management by objective. Hope you have understood what is management by objective and you have understood the diagram of management by objective. Thanks for watching my lecture. For more related videos, do like, share and subscribe my channel. Have a nice day. Thank you.